This episode of Queen of the Ratchet is being sponsored by love. A relationship can't survive on that mess alone. What's your credit score looking like? We're also being sponsored by unseasoned fragility. That's really running rampant these days since that hot Cheetos leaving office.
Wake and shake, ass is cake. Yes, it's juicy, no it ain't fake. Yum, yum, lick, lick. My booty tastes like peppermint. Ooey gooey, nice and chewy. Come and get.
That song is off of our latest album, Queen of the Ratchet Volume 1. You can listen to that song on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, Tidal, any musical streaming service you like. Go get your life. It's time for another episode of Bald-Headed Hoe Mess featuring a panel of broke-ass bitches. I'm Cruella DeVille from Disney's 101 Dalmatians. It may be a new year, but the circus still continues. I'm Tremaine from Disney's Cinderella. You're gonna have to look up because I'm always on the rise. I'm Medusa from Disney's The Rescuers. The darker the berry, the more unapologetically sweeter the juice. I'm Maleficent from Disney's Sleeping Beauty. Speaking of Sleeping Beauty, that Percocet parakeet has popped one too many Xanaxes and can't wake the hell up. And this is exactly why you say no to drugs. Maleficent, you had something to do with this, didn't you? Even if I did, why would I confess to that snowflake's overdose? Why she gotta be a snowflake? You wouldn't like it if somebody called you out your name. Go ahead, Medusa. I know you've been dying to say it, so just go ahead and say the word. I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to get the petty audience to cancel me, but that word has never been in my vocabulary description. So you're saying when that particular word comes on in a song, you don't say it? If there's nobody around to hear me say it, I'm not doing any harm. So what you're saying is you say that particular word then. I knew Princess Tiana was right about you. Tell Princess Tiana to pull the receipts. I've been around Medusa and I've never heard her use that word a day in my life. I'm butter biscuit stick together and I'm not believing anybody in the unseasoned community when it comes to that word. And this is exactly why you ain't fairy tale president. You're so woke that you're actually asleep. Who the hell you think you talking to, you unsalted French fry? You Michelle Obama reject. Speaking of rejections, the petty Supreme Court has rejected Yzma's filings on me stealing the election, so I will be elected petty president on January 20th. Loyal followers of Yzma broke into the petty capital and tried to start a riot because of the election results. She is so pressed with starting a petty civil war by any means necessary. The fairy tale government has become a broke, petty ass mess. I'm so sick of it. I still think that Yzma would be great for the podcast. Tremaine, Michelle from Destiny's Child knew only to speak when spoken to. You can learn something from her. Oh, shut the hell up, Farrah, and get your luggage. You didn't even make the group. You just Cruella's sidekick, bitch. Speaking of sidekicks, famous sidekick Robin is writing a tell-all story about his love affair with Batman. Not Batman, bitch. I thought he was getting Kitty from Catwoman. Where are your sources coming from? Child, Harley Quinn came over my place spilling all the tea. She talked about orgies and sexcapades at Gotham Manor, honey. It was all juicy and the details will be released shortly. Allegedly. Make sure you say allegedly. We don't want to get sued if it happens to be false information. Bye. Who keeps inviting these bitches on the podcast? Let's take a break.
Oh, stop it and wake up. You know your man is a slut. Time to move on.
That song is one of the many parodies that Queen of the Ratchet has done. You can listen to that song on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, Tidal, any musical streaming service you like. Go get your life. Blessed be the fruits and may the Lord open. We're back and I am Yzma, one of the many permanent hosts on the Queen of the Ratchet podcast. It's the disrespect and audacity for me. Who invited your ass on the podcast anyway? I did. I thought we should give the thirsty, dried kumquat a fair shot on the podcast. Look, I'm fine with Ursula being here, but at the end of the day, a lot of people in the petty audience don't want Yzma on the podcast. The haters gonna hate regardless if you winning or losing, so I'm just gonna continue to win. Bye. And let's be real, Yzma is a messy hoe, and you know they come for the mess. Y'all was just a bunch of background singers anyway. You finally got a Beyonce to take you to the top. Now let's get it. I'd rather make Scar or Jafar a permanent host on the podcast instead of this Bible thumping bitch. Well, let's see how it works out. But before we go, does anybody want to leave the petty audience with some words of advice today? Time is valuable and shouldn't be wasted on a man that don't want you. Always sniff it before you lick it. The worst thing that you could be in this life is a poor, unseasoned, unbuttered biscuit. One man's top is another man's bottom. Don't let everybody pray over you. You might end up with a curse that you can't get rid of. Here's mine. Go bust a nut, take a shower, get the yuck out your mouth, and find your peace of mind. Everybody deserves to live their best life. With that being said, we hope that you're following everything that's Queen of the Ratchet. Till next time.